Hi Terry, just one last job that I need to do, but I'm going to video it so that you know how to do it with your friend that helps you. By the way, there's the Ugar horn, all wired in now as well, buttons done, all the rest of it. Okay, every 7 to 10,000 miles you need to replace the fuel injector seals. If you take it to the dealer, if they'll do it at all, they're going to charge you $300 to $400, and it's an $15 set of spares. The part number is it's just 140270060. Okay? It looks like this. Got a bit of crap on it. Goes into the head or the intake manifold, and the fuel injector just pushes into it. So it's on the end of the fuel injector just like that, and the fuel injector goes through it and it gets locked down. I will show you how to do it because it's really easy. Takes maybe an hour of your time, but you need to do it because this system runs on the vacuum, the manifold pressure, the vacuum in the manifold, and if you don't do it and they start leaking, you're going to have a problem. So undo this nut right here, okay, pull it off, pull the fitting off here, lift this up, slide it round a bit and lift it off the engine. There's a tube at the back just there which goes onto that little pipe coming out of the valve cover. See it just down there? Got a little copper filter in it that stops oil coming out. Okay, that's that pipe there. Just move this out of your way, and then what you're going to do, Terry, is you're going to undo the 10 nuts that hold the fuel injector, the 8, it's not a V10, it's a V8. The 8 nuts that hold the fuel injectors in. Disconnect the incoming and the outgoing pipes and pull the whole injector ring out. Okay, I'll do it step by step so that you can watch, just pausing in between. So for now I'm going to disconnect the pipes. I'll start it running again when I do that. Okay Terry, part 2. I've undone the pipes. This one here is the incoming pipe. This one here, the back, is the outgoing pipe. Okay, this one here is the damper. It connects to that side and it connects to that side. Okay, I have pulled all of the connectors for the fuel injectors off the fuel injectors and just laid them next to the fuel injectors. I have undone these screws and removed the pipe. You can undo the connectors to the fuel pressure gauge. The green goes to this side with the YW, and the red goes to this side with the G. Okay, and then all you have to do, Terry, is these 8 bolts holding the injectors in. The only difficult one is this one down here. See it just there? Okay Terry, once you got the injectors out, you need to check in the holes in the head and look for any damaged ones, and you will see that they sit in the head there blow it off before you start too, Terry. There's still a lot of crap around, but if you blow it off, it's a lot better. That one there I've just replaced. It came out looking like this, where it was all chewed up and leaking. Once that happens, the vacuum in your head drops below 15 inches, and below 15 inches it behaves very poorly. When you put these back in, grab hold of some rubber grease. It's called rubber grease. I use Penrite rubber grease. It's made of castor oil, so it doesn't hurt rubber. Put a little bit on the bottom of each of the injectors and put them back in. But before you put them back in, there's another sealing ring right here. And that sealing ring is held in by that big clip. And for some reason these big clips come off. So make sure that on all of them the big clip is sitting there and it's holding the rubber ring in place. Then you just put a little bit of grease on them and stick them back in. Okay. Alright, Terry, you can see there's a thin layer of rubber grease now on each pintle cap. Make sure the pintle cap, that's the black cap on the end there, is on the end of every one of those injectors. Then you just line it up over the holes, which I'm going to do next, and then push it in. So I'm going to stop, line them up, and then take another picture. Okay, Terry, this side is now all lined up and pushed in, seated, and the little tab sitting over the hole in the manifold where the bolt will be tightened up to pull them down tight into the manifold. Okay, Terry, all tightened up. Now you can see the injector connectors sitting just there. Now we go along and hook up the connectors. Okay, Terry, all of the bolts are now in and just tightened by finger. Now I'll tighten them all the way up. Okay, Terry, wired up. The two rear connectors come out of the end, the two front connectors come out the middle here. An orange and a red circuit. Orange circuit feeds the front one, red circuit feeds the back one. Okay, Terry. Okay, Terry, at this point on this side I would just, because I'm me, run a little bit of polish over that valve cover. It is polished, but it's corroded a little while it's been sitting. I use Mars metal polishing cream, tiny little bit, slap it on a damp towel, wipe it over the head, and then clean it off. Once you're done, Terry, go around checking for leaks. Check really, really closely. Leaks are disaster in these sort of engines, gas leaks. Okay, Terry, we look good, so now we'll put the air filter back on, time it, and then she's ready to go. Okay, Terry, just final one if you're doing the timing. I use a dial back timing light. There is a red mark on the pulley at 0. Set your dial back to 10 degrees. You adjust the distributor by undoing that little bolt just there. See it? It's a 5mm hex. Just slacken it off, turn the distributor to get the timing you need, tighten it up, you're all done. Okay, Terry, and then I've just done it. You can see the steel pointer just there.
and the little red mark on the pulley at 10 degrees off the top dead center at idle, 700 RPM. Everything's running. She's ticking away quite happily. So, deal's ready to go, Terry. We'll organise the trade soon.